Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Wow.
Up in flames, it's the Christmas tree outside Fox News headquarters in New York City. Fox News anchor Shannon Bream was on the air when the fire broke out.
All right, a bit of breaking news for you tonight. You're looking at live images. This is the Fox Square in New York.
All praises to the Most High Yahweh. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi. And today is Friday, December the 10th, 2021, and it's currently 1:24 p.m. Peace be with you, peace be unto you. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. What you are seeing here, it's called Esau's trouble. It's called the Gentiles' tribulation. It's called the two-third punishment. It's called Psalm 83 judgment. These things that is coming upon this earth right now is not coming upon us. If anybody you have an issue with that, take it with the Most High. Anyone that is watching this or anyone that saw this, you know exactly what that is. You know exactly this is not a good sign. This is not a good omen. You know exactly the Most High is indeed in the midst. The Most High is with us. Beloved brothers and sisters, we have so many things going on, and this video might end up being 4 hours. My apology in advance. However, if it is, it will be cut into 2 sections, okay? We will have two part 1 and part 2. Now, with the part 2, if you're watching the premiere, again, if you're watching the premiere live, you don't have to switch to part 2. You can just leave your TV on, leave your phone on, and it will automatically switch to part 2. You don't have to do anything, okay? If we are making 4 hours, because there are so much things going on, it's gonna be at least 3 to 4 hours. 2 to 3 to 4 hours. If it is, brethren, you don't have to leave. If there's a part 2, it will automatically play. It will set up like this. But if it's not, all praises to the Most High. Brethren, let us go right into it, okay? The Most High is moving. He's in the midst. There's no time to waste here.
Outside of Fox headquarters, it appears that our giant Christmas tree there was completely engulfed in flames.
The hosts of Fox and Friends were left stunned.
This is an American icon. This is our Christmas tree.
Right. American icon Christmas tree. The Most High is burning down your American icon, is burning down your Christmas tree, and it's no difference that he did this to you people at Fox News. I have nothing against so-called Republican and Democrat. I think you guys are doing a wonderful job. You're doing exactly what the Most High wants you to do, leading the people straight to hell, the one that the Most High don't want. You guys are doing a tremendous job, okay, of tending the herb and tending the herd, getting rid of the scumbag and the trash. Okay, you CNN, you Fox News, you guys are taking the trash with you, and it is good. That is why the Most High did this, brothers. This is again, I am not making this up, beloved. I am not making this up. People think like you won't believe it, brothers. You think like people like, oh, well, the reason why they are showing this is because CGI, which stands for computer generated imagery and other things, or it's because like Fox News is being now controlled by the elite. They hate Christmas. I hate this garbage all over. They hate Christmas. That's why they set up this try to take our country. Get out of here. This is the Most High. He's in the midst and is destroying and burning your tradition. All praises. Which you saw I get Jack from us.
Someone's setting fire to it. What is happening to our country?
What is happening to your country? Let me tell you what is happening to your country. Beloved brothers and sisters, for those of you that have been following the Most High work, you already know what's going on here. We'll jump straight to Genesis 15. Verse 13, and he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 100 years. Yea, indeed, 1619, 2019, we serve our 400 years of hardcore slavery in our own land, all over the world, in the Caribbean, over here, in Africa, and Europe. You think the slavery was like chattel slavery only? It was all form of slavery, and we've served all of them. And right after 2019, 2020 kicks in. Hey, 2020 was something else. Right after 2019 is done, 2020 things started to get serious. Things started to get noticed. 2021 things is serious now. 2022 you will be panicking. You're already panicking now. That's what's happening to your country. The blessing is done. You guys had a 400 years blessing. It is done. It is over. Selah, says the Most High God Almighty. All praises to the Most High. Yea, you cannot escape him. He said, no more of your holidays in his land, and no more of that. Why? Because he said this right there in Genesis 15 verse 14. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And he's judging you through the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham and multiple things in the ley line. Okay, probably in the next video we'll go most likely we'll go into ley line and ley line only. We'll go into the ley line and the sword. Now, brethren, what you're seeing here, it's plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the cities. Again, when it was happening, and the wooden area and all that, people think like, okay, well, Big Levi, he keep happening. Well, it's happening in the forest and Caldo and stuff like that, but it's not happening in the city, so this prophecy is wrong. Yeah, whatever. Look, this thing, listen, brothers, this is a Christmas tree, the Everest tree, a beautiful tree, the Most High tree. He created everything, but you people perverted it. Okay, you took this thing, you dedicated to your father Satan. You are angering the Most High because you are causing his children to sin. Because you know there is a hell of a lot of 2/3 out there that are celebrating this Christmas thing. And they are sinning in the eyes of the Most High because you taught them about it. We told our people, leave those holidays alone. Pray at home, brethren. Pray at home. And we never tell anybody to isolate yourself from your family. It doesn't work like this. You have the power. You have the holy aura in you. Your aura can affect them. If you're living in a house with somebody that's celebrating Christmas, so be it. So be it. Do not attempt to stop this person. Do not attempt to say anything to this person. If this person come upon you and say, why don't you celebrate Christmas? Tell this person straight up, I am under strict holy order from the Heavenly Father not to celebrate anything because it will make him angry. And I don't want to make the Heavenly Father, God Almighty, angry. And you walk away. You don't have to explain anything to them, brethren. I'm serious. Sister, this is not the time to argue. This is not the time to explain things to people. If they didn't get it, brothers, they won't get it, man. If you people that are sitting here with this Negro over there, always put a Negro there. If you people that are sitting here and this Negro over there, you didn't get it, you will not get it anymore. All praises to the Most High. Let us keep on moving. 2, 1. Okay, look at this. Again, beloved, it looked beautiful. It looked nice. But is it a celebration and a dedication unto the Most High, praise and glory? No. And a lot of people say, but it's beautiful and stuff. Oh, no. It's beautiful to you in your eyes. Spiritually, that's a horrible things right there, man. Horrible, horrible, disgusting things, man. Okay? So that's what you people done. And we told you, stop doing this thing. Great things going to come upon you, but you don't listen.
Just 4 days ago, viewers saw the tree lighting ceremony carried live on the network. The blaze was set just after midnight. All that's left is this steel structure you can see behind me. As tourists stop to take pictures, security has been beefed up. A homeless man, reportedly with mental issues, has been arrested.
All praises to the Most High. Don't ever listen to those people telling you this fellow has mental issue and stuff. That guy was on a mission for the Most High and he fulfilled, complete his mission. All praises to the Most High. And the angels came, they did this, they came back unto us, they gave us the report, and we are here glorifying the name of the Most High. Yea, the Most High give you unto reproach. Yea, the Most High give you unto shame. Yea, the Most High give you unto reproach. He did not have respect unto what you did here. He sent this guy. He had no mental illness of doing anything like that. People with mental illness don't do crazy ish like this. This guy had a spirit on him. He went over there. He did this. And I haven't known the name of this guy yet. If you know his name, put it in the chat room. I didn't even research this. I'm just like, all praises to the Most High.
For arson, Fox News is promising to replace the tree and to have a second tree lighting ceremony ASAP. What? Just a few blocks away is the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. Security there has been boosted just in case.
So, just in case. You think you people, listen, man, those people think this is a joke, man. You guys think like this is some kind of joke. This is some kind of fluke. And this is something like when it happened, it's like, it's random. No, it's not random. It's targeted. Oh, this was a targeted attack. Of course it was a targeted attack from the Heavenly Father, man. Let us keep on moving, brethren.
The southwest corner of Washington state, where an overnight explosion has seriously damaged a neighborhood. It happened around 1:30 a.m. in Pacific County near Ocean Park. Take a look on your map there. Firefighters were called to reports of an explosion near 305th and North Place. That's the Surfside neighborhood there. And a large garage exploded, bursting into flames.
Now, again, for those of you who've been watching the Most High move for the past 2 years now, you see, since 2020, brothers, houses are just blowing up. They just blow up. We told the people, this is plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the cities. Okay? For no reason, the ley line will switch, and whatever house you live in, if you're targeted by the angel, boom. You saw this last week. A sister that is in the nation, well, in the truth, so to speak, he's in the nation, but not part of our community. If I'm understanding this, all praises to the Most High. I do not want to offend the sister if she's part. We read a comment that says a sister in the truth, her grandmother and the little child, the little kid that died in Flint, Michigan, I believe, the explosion, that was her family. That was her family, and we give the Most High praises and glory.
Crews contained the fire to that building, but several other structures nearby, including homes 3 blocks away, apparently, were seriously damaged from the blast. We are told that some people were in their homes at the time. As you might expect, it was 1:30 in the morning. Good news is, so far, there are no reports of any injuries, and we know that crews were going door to door to check on people, assess damage, with officials now asking everyone to avoid the area as they investigate the cause of the blast.
All praises is the ley line, plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the city. Give the Most High praises and glory. Is moving, and is moving very fast. All praises to the Most High.
Neighborhood has experienced something different. Parties that are
okay. Listen to this.
Weekends are a time when some people like to host parties. A Buckhead neighborhood has experienced something different. Parties that are over the top.
And we have images of that party making its way outside with a college-style band. Well, those neighbors, and that includes the city councilman, say they have had enough. Fox 5's More Stiggs has details.
In this situation, what happens when the neighbors try to call police? In the video, you're going to see a cruiser right out front. It's there for a while, but police are limited in what they can do.
They should be limited, because you guys are murderers. That's what you guys do out there. You can't murder our people anymore the way that you used to do. You know, even though you do it in secret, you have fear. You have to look left and right. You are under stress because you are a murderer. You cannot do it in the open like you used to. I mean, look at 2021. I mean, back then, you used to, like 2014, with the whole 2013 with beloved brother Trayvon Martin and all that, you know, all the brethren over there in Staten Island, you know, used to do those things like all the time. Look at when Obama was in office. Okay, this isn't politics here. Please don't send me your garbage. All right, it's right now. It's very, very difficult for you to do this. You know, you would have loved to shoot these guys and say, well, he had a bomb in one of those a giant drum that he was drumming.
Hear the music coming not from a nightclub. This is a privately owned home in Buckhead.
And every single time a guest would arrive, the band would drum up.
A full-fledged band in the yard at an address police have had problems with many times before.
Oh, praise. The two-thirds gonna give you hell. The two-thirds going to give you nothing but hell. Oh, praises. The two-thirds, hell, man. Let us keep on moving, man.
To the point where I couldn't even really hear my own TV. The noise is awful. The closest house, the houses that adjoin this, all have young kids that are usually trying to sleep.
Fight.
Those cheers apparently welcomed the guest of honor to a birthday celebration at the party mini mansion that frequently is.
At the party many mention, you know, John 2:15, John 2:14. I believe in my Father's kingdom, in my Father's house. There are many mention, you know. I prepare a place for you. All praises to the Most High. And beloved, for those of you who are not aware, Buckhead is like the Beverly Hills of Atlanta. Is that what that is, if I'm not mistaken? And lately, man, Buckhead been in the news over and over because the two-thirds are giving them hell over there.
Rented.
There was a Zone 2 officer there for probably over an hour, but the music just continued.
A noise citation was issued.
What has happened when you guys have tried, you or your neighbors have tried to reach out to the council member?
You know, he's been supportive and he's helped us as he can.
What they're saying right now, again, brethren, this is not coming from the hood. This is not coming from the ghetto. This is coming from straight the people's neighborhood, the folks that own all the money, the wealthy folks, so to speak. They cannot have peace. This is straight from them. This has nothing to do with us. Well, of course, the freaky two-thirds in the midst. But this noise is coming from them. Okay? They have this problem. For those of you who remember, like a week ago, I just uploaded a video. I was like inside of my home praying, and then the two-thirds out there fighting, and I called the angel. I called upon the Most High name, great terrible name, send the angel and dispatch those mother lovers. If they are by your house, you sensing, you can sense it. You can see, you sensing the nation is right, the pressure is rising. Send a mental note to the angel, say, come quickly, dispatch and disperse this thing here, man. I ain't gonna have to use package. I ain't gonna use come back, you know, throwing popcorn out of my house. I got kids in here, man. You know, you don't come over there and do hish like that or on big Levi places, man. You know, go do that, dispatch the angel. But if you're in a place, this happening, get in your car, leave. If you're in another place, don't get involved, leave. Stay out of it. All praises.
If I had the authority to do so, I would simply padlock the front door shut and let them sue me.
But potential prosecution, says the councilman, take steps.
That start with the police getting there timely enough. And then issuing the citations, and then the solicitor picking it up, and then going in and successfully getting through the court process.
All praises to the Most High. They again, Buckhead, you know, the deer. We've been running to the deer a lot, you know, Naphtali or Naphtali. So again, brothers, citation is nothing. Now, those people have those renter houses. They are making hundreds, literally millions of dollars. Like a citation is like couple $100, $1,000, so to speak, couple no citation and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean anything. So it's just they're still gonna keep doing this because, well, they need the money, and which shows you those people are broke over there, man. You rich folks in Buckhead are broke, man. You are not that. You see, there is another excuse the so-called elites or rich people do, so you won't know they are broke. They always say, I'm doing multiple streams of income. You already have multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income, and then I'm doing this as a side hustle. The moment you heard this word in the mouth, hustle, side hustle. They are broke. Rich people do not hustle. All people, you always try to get jacking words. Hustling. May request go straight to that place over there. Most I bless the brother and bring him back to the truth and have him doing the Most High's work. You know, he said a few stuff about the Most High being a Hebrew in his songs, though. But those songs don't make it to the nightclub. Okay, he made that not. But our people hustling. Oh, this is my side hustle. You are broke, sir. If you are rich, you don't need side hustle. If you have a good job, you don't need a second job. If you have a job that pay over $300,000 a year, why would you need to work at McDonald's? Apology. If you have a job that pay you $300,000 a year, why would you want to take a job working at McDonald's making like $10,000-$12,000 part-time? That's a side hustle. Why would you want to do this? Wait, isn't that guy? You used to be the city council. That guy, well, I'm still the city council. Well, yeah, you are taking my order. Yes, how can I help you? Would you like fries with that? Yeah, I mean, you are the city council. Yeah, no, I'm still the city council, but this is my side hustle. You know, I'm hustling, you know, just get a little money and stuff. Okay, well, then in that case, I'll take a coffee. You very much. Thank you. And then you walk away. Side hustle, you're a police officer. You're getting paid well. Yet you are doing security somewhere. Side hustle. No, sir, you have some issue financially. And we understand it's hard on everybody out there, especially you. That's what that is.
But we have to do more.
Bill White leads the Buckhead City movement. He's promising.
Okay, Bill is a nickname for William. Okay, is that what that is? Let me go ahead. No, I don't want to say anything. What's the nickname for William?
According to Very Well Family, common nicknames for William include Will, Willie.
Okay. Why is Bill the nickname for William? Okay. Because hard cause anyway. Is Bill a nickname for William?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The name William became very popular in the English language after the Norman conquest of England in 1066 by William the Conqueror. It is sometimes abbreviated WM. Shortened familiar versions in English include Will, Willie, Willie, Bill, and Billy.
All right, Billy, William, the defender. You already know who's in the midst right now. Okay, all praises to the Most High, man. It's everywhere, brothers. Michael is everywhere. Michael is in the midst. The angels are here. The heaven is practically empty. All the angels are here doing the work of the Heavenly Father, showing the glory of the Most High, and we are reporting it unto you, so you can praise and say, "Indeed, the Most High did this, man."
To turn up the heat.
We can only account for what we'll do in Buckhead City.
Okay. Bill White, William White, the defender. Okay. Well, the defender is not defending you, White, but all praises, man.
But we will have 3 times the amount of police working on this problem and putting an end to it.
I asked the homeowner if he's thinking about moving, and he told me it shouldn't come to that. Although some of his neighbors have already left the community. From Buckhead, I'm Morse Diggs, Fox 5 News.
So some of his neighbor left because they have enough of it. It's every single night with the freaking 2 turrets. And this guy's broke, man. He's making side hustle, side money, man. All praises to the Most High. Let's give him a movie. No peace, man, for you wicked,
2
man.
fatal crashes overnight caused major backups in King County. The first happened in Auburn. All lanes of 15th Avenue Northwest have reopened this morning after this crash. Firefighters say 1 person died. 2 other people were taken to the hospital. In Renton, Benson Road from South Puget Drive is also reopened after this 2-car crash. Police say 1 driver died. The other was taken to the hospital.
Ley line, okay? That has nothing to do with holiday stress. It's the post-pandemic stress. No, this is the ley line. And probably in the second part, that's all we're going to have. Ley line and then swords. All praises to the Most High, man. Let us keep on moving, okay?
Personality Nick Cannon as you've never seen him before. He's in tears sharing the heartbreaking news that his 5-month-old son died of brain cancer. Cannon is overwhelmed. At moments, he couldn't even speak.
So we're not gonna go into all of that. Okay, this is Nick Cannon over there, and Nick Cannon been in the news for a while, and then he was in the news for saying we are the true Hebrews of the stuff. But again, the reason why I don't go into this, because he is a high class celebrity, and it will cause a lot of confusion because some of the people are new here, and then they will repeat what they learned, and they will say, well, this is a blood sacrifice, the Illuminati did this and stuff, and then they will not give the Most High glory and praises. Okay, and amen, you took the bag. We understand he's a brother. Okay, not all skin folk or kinfolk. Okay, you took a bag. Okay, and praises, man. Bless that little child that did not go ahead and suffer the what you are not going to pay for what you have done, because he paid. 5 months old. He already gone. Okay, so Nick Cannon and all that, we know you are seeing a lot of death in the midst of those celebrities. Okay, again, like I said, I was watching the show F is for Family. Let me see. F is for Family Deceased Writers, not Decision Writer. F is for Family Deceased Writers. Not Decision again. Oh,
writer Mark Wilmore.
Okay.
Here's a summary from Deadline. Mark Wilmore is for Family and in living color, died on January 30th from complications with COVID.
Okay, Mark Wilmore, a bunch of those guys, they are dying, brothers. They are dying. I'm watching those guys. They are all dying, okay? Mark Wilmore died, this dude, okay? He died of complication. There is that dude that plays Smokey. Is that what that is? That guy Smokey, his name is Michael. He's a well-known cowboy. He's no more. A lot of the people, man, they are dying from this show, and a lot of them. Let me see. Right here. It's a good show, though. It's a good show. Mark Wilmore died. Michael died. Mark Edward. That's the same guy. A lot of them are dying, man. So we are seeing those celebrities are catching hell. We said all praises to the Most High. Let's keep it moving, brethren.
It wasn't part of the vows. Along with, do you take this man to be your husband? This bride was asked, are you okay? And the answer was no.
It started out as the perfect wedding day in the Florida sun.
It's all fake, brethren. All those fake smile, fake wedding. Cursed be the husband. Cursed be the wife. Cursed be the wedding. Cursed be the marriage. This is a little report. A humiliation by the Most High right there. Give the Most High praises and glory, man. Bride passes out, throws up, and get dressed pooped on by nephew. The nephew drop a massive deuce on her dress. And we give the Most High praises and glory for that. Anyway, let me go ahead and taking care of this. I'll be back, I don't know, probably 3 o'clock or another hour. To you, it will be instantly, but to me, it'll take me at least 30 to 40 minutes. Let's see, it's 1:51. Should be back here at 2:15. All praises. All right. Back. Oh boy, it took me 40 minutes to do this. Anyway, beloved, I'm back. Sometimes I don't remember what I was saying, but let me do this right quick so I can upload it at probably at 6:30, and then the other one at 8:30. Now, the Most High is giving you unto reproach, okay? All those things, brethren, they are fake. You see those people always like smiling as if everything's going all right with this person, like they're having the time of their life. Hey guys, my wedding and stuff. It's all fake. It's all stunt until reality kicks in.
Wedding day in the Florida sun. Holly Calenda poses for pictures with her groom, Jackson Darnell. He is awestruck when he sees his beautiful bride for the first time.
You ready to do this? Yeah. I missed you. You all day. You look so beautiful.
And then everything starts to go wrong. While the two say their I do's under a beautiful gazebo, Holly starts to...
Now, what is it with gazebo lately? What is it with this word, the gazebo, you know, the pavilion? Of course, I like to call it pavilion. Gazebo. All right. Oh, those things are expensive. Better not let the wife see this. Zaza. Now, anyway, so what is it with the gazebo and with every time with the dream the sister had? Well, that's a stock footage. You might get my ass for this, but anyway, that's not. Anyway, this one is good. Now, what is it with this? We had the dream where the sister went a picture. She teleported in. She went to a portal in the picture. She appeared in a gazebo. She saw a bunch of people. She's like, wait, those are my grandma. Those are my aunt. There was smoke and the Holy Spirit and all that. The dream and all that. It's in there. Now, the gazebo is a representation of heaven, okay, the kingdom, and that's what that is, okay. It's a representation of the Most High kingdom based on what the sister dream is. Now, why those people are under, let's listen to it again, okay. Listen to it again.
I do's under a beautiful gazebo, Holly.
Okay, under a beautiful gazebo. So that's the blessing. That's the heaven. And the Most High kicked them out of this heaven. And then he destroyed them in there. It gave them unto reproach and shame. Okay, you're not making it to the kingdom. All praises.
Who's under a beautiful gazebo, Holly starts to sway and passes out. But wait, there's more. When she came to, Holly threw up on the side of the gazebo. It saddens us to report that her wedding day ordeal didn't end there.
All praises, all praises.
Her little nephew ended up pooping on her dress.
My sister felt really bad, so she had a tie pen and she was going at my dress. But I was like, look, I'll just take it to get dry cleaned. It's fine. Like, yeah, it's not a big deal.
The newlyweds jetted off to New York for a quick honeymoon and have decided they need to plan a wedding day do-over.
So a do-over? This is... Yeah, are you people... It's amazing how you people are not getting the message. It's amazing that in your wedding day, all those things happen, and then you're thinking this is a good wedding. You're thinking this is a good marriage. Is that what that is? Get out of here, man.
I told them to keep the ceremony short this time, so that none of this happens again.
Because you're not supposed to be with this fellow. You're not supposed to marry at all around here because the blessing is done. All praises to the Most High. Let us get this thing even recording right now, because if this thing is not recording, I'm going to be very pissed. Let me look at something right quick. All right. I saw what I need to saw. Okay, let us move in, brethren. We're moving fast. The Most High is
Westminster
moving fast.
Palace.
We have to move
a washroom located close to Boris Johnson's office and another next to the office of British Home Secretary Preeti Patel.
All right. Let's listen to this. The British Parliament is rotten with drug abuse. It is.
And speaking of wars, the UK has announced one too. It's a war on drugs. It will cost the government nearly $400 million. Who will they fight? Drug gangs, they say. They'll also rehabilitate 300,000 drug users. That's the plan. It sounds noble. It's also a smart diversion. How's that? Do you know when the plan was announced? On the same day when traces of cocaine were found inside the British Parliament. They were discovered in multiple locations. A dining room in the House of Lords. An exclusive pub in Westminster Palace, a washroom located close to Boris Johnson's office, and another next to the office of British Home Secretary Preeti Patel. Traces of cocaine were found in all of these places inside the parliament. This was reported by the Sunday Times. It talked about an open drug culture inside the UK parliament, a culture that Boris Johnson is trying to hide.
All praises to the Most High. It's true. It's true. Those people are drug abusers. They're freaking junkies. That's what they are. And then next thing, the war on drugs. No, war on the children of the Most High, and you are losing this war. Now, it's not a war on drugs. I am Prime Minister Boris Johnson and stuff like that. And I had this bottle of whiskey here, which helped me a lot. Well, not that whiskey alone, man. There's a little thin white line that you are not telling us about that sniff and stuff. But anyway, brethren, now this thing is upon them, and they are being putting out. Listen, if you did this back in the 80s, back in the 90s, or early 2000s, this woman would not be there anymore. She a lot of things she would have lost her job, even though she's working in another country and all that. She would have. I think they're in the UK. Is that what that is? I think they're somewhere in the UK, but it's they are Indian news anyway. But I believe they're in the UK. It could be in India anyway. So if she did this back in the 80s, 90s, calling those guys that have drugs in there, cocaine, hey man, or we're like, wait, that's impossible. It's not the hood, but it is. All praises.
We'll need answers to some crucial questions. We're not defenseless against Omicron or Delta. The steps countries take today and in the coming days and weeks will determine how Omicron unfolds. If countries wait until their hospitals start to fill up, it's too late. Don't wait. Act now. We're running out of ways to say this.
You're running out of way to do this, not to say it. You guys are liars. You can lie. You guys are lying in your sleep. You can lie forever. You go to the grave, you're still lying. Okay. This thing, warns government must act now to curb spread. What? You guys are incompetent. You guys are incompetent. How are they gonna act now? You are incompetent. There's nothing you can do. There's another video I'm gonna play right after. You guys are incompetent.
But we will keep saying it. We can save lives from Delta right now. We can prevent Omicron becoming a global crisis right now. And we can prevent other variants emerging right now. This virus is changing, but our collective resolve must not.
Expect this will get worse and affect donation programs. Thanks so much.
Anyway, so I have no comments on this because YouTube and all that stuff. But let's see what this fellow has to say.
The cabinet secretary is looking at all of the allegations about events, and I'm sure that people will want him to investigate quickly so that the facts are clear, established, and in the public domain. And I do.
So, Omicron, Michael Gove, we need to take action against concerning data. This come out today, December the 10th. We need to take action against concerning data, and let's hear the rambling. Okay, we have no opinion on this. Okay.
Well, the cabinet secretary is looking at all of the allegations about events, and I'm sure that people will want him to investigate quickly so that the facts are clear, established, and in the public domain. And I don't want to preempt or cut across the cabinet secretary's investigation, and I understand why this is an issue of public concern. But I also think it's important that we recognize that while it's vital that we get a rapid and full account of events here, it's also important that we focus on, as Chris Whitty was reminding us earlier this week, the need to ensure that we have in place the appropriate protections for visitors in order to prevent the virus spreading in a way that would lead to more illness, more hospitalization, greater pressure on the NHS, and also economic damage as well. Well, I know that MPs, including in my own party and across the House, take these decisions incredibly seriously. And I know that people like me will take the whole question of protecting civil liberties very seriously when weighing up the importance of the decisions in front of them. But it is also the case, as it has been at different times in this pandemic, that we've been confronted.
Give them a spirit of confusion. Give them a spirit of fear. All praises to the Most High, yea indeed. Confusion all around the midst, because the Most High wants you to know that He is there, and those people have no idea what they are saying. They have no idea what they are doing. Or we need to take action against concerning data. What's that mean? Which concerning data, which data it is, man. You should have said concerning a certain specific data among a specific people. Get out of here, man. You know. Let us moving with this, Virgin.
Discovery of 4 people found dead inside a Southside Milwaukee home. Police say one of the victims is a child. Officers made the discovery during a welfare check near 49th and Oklahoma. WISN 12 News' Terry Sater is live in that neighborhood. And Terry, they had all been shot.
That's right, Toya. This is a devastating scene just a couple weeks before the holidays. Neighbors say they are stunned to know that a child and 3 adults were killed in the home right here behind me. Neighbor Charlie Radke says he didn't hear anything suspicious, and police were going around talking to neighbors, asking questions. He said he was taken aback by the news that 4 of his neighbors were dead across the street.
There was a policeman that came in and...
Charlie Radke. Now, beloved, we told you the sword is in the land and they know it, okay? This is plague number 9 right here. Execution by the sword, and you're seeing a lot of suicide going on. A lot of people, the pressure, it's too much. It's too much. They cannot. It's a lot of people out there. They cannot deal with this. Okay, and then let's listen to this fellow, and we give the Most High praises and glory no matter what, man.
Asked me if I had heard anything, but he wasn't specific. They asked my neighbor Lynn here if she had heard gunshots, and then they asked the neighbor next to me on the other side if they had security cameras. So they were looking for
a perpetrator,
any kind of information they could get.
And Terry, have police identified the victims at this point?
Not yet, Toya. They will only say that it was a juvenile and 3 adults found inside the home. One of them with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Okay, all right, let's see. They really don't want to bring you those things. They give you short little court. They didn't even let this guy speak. They didn't let he said like they were looking for something, but let's see what's going on here. This happened where? Oklahoma? Man, what's going on in Oklahoma? Yeah, a lot of hair going on over there. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if we can get where did we? Okay. 4 dead. 87-year-old woman sexually assaulted. Okay, Milwaukee pays plow drivers more because they can't find people. FEMA coming to Wisconsin to help. Okay, look at this, man. FEMA is coming to Wisconsin to help. That's why you ain't gonna make any camp for our people. Okay. Donors give $10 million to Black Holocaust Museum, another museum owned by the enemy. You give them $10 million, and they got those Negroes going over there. Hey man, we got $10 million and stuff, but no money for reparation. Okay, all right. Black Nativity returns to Milwaukee. Hearing for former 4-shot killed in the home. Police investigate. I believe that's the one. Let's see what they have here, brothers. Let's see what's going on here.
Patrick, police were first called here to this bottom unit for a welfare check. A relative of one of the victims tells me tonight he was the one that made that call to police.
No one should have to worry about being harmed in a place where they should be safe.
Especially not at home. Milwaukee police conducted a welfare check at a duplex near South 49th Street and Oklahoma Avenue in Milwaukee's South Side. They found 4 people shot dead, including
so this is
a
in
child.
Milwaukee.
Police believe it could be a murder-suicide.
It's got to be something personal.
Family on scene did not want to talk on camera, but one man told 12 News he called for the welfare check because he hadn't heard from his sister and she didn't show up for work. The news rattled neighbors.
There was a policeman that came in and asked me if I had heard anything,
It's pretty much the same.
but he wasn't specific. They asked my neighbor Lynn here if she had heard gunshots, and then they asked the neighbor next to me on the other side if they had security cameras. So they were looking for, any kind of information they could get.
So close to the holidays too. It's just
there you
tragic. There's been
Okay, Alice Queensno. Yeah, so a lot of the Christians, a lot of the 2/3, a lot of the Gentiles out there, they can't take it anymore. Okay, it's just, amen. A simple argument, and then it happened like this, man. It happened like that. But it's a developing story. They haven't get any more thing. Let me see if they got one more thing in there, so we can. Man run over and killed. You know what? Let me see if I can. Can I put a like in that? Whoops. Nope, that's not what I meant.
Another tough day for these condo owners. This is the first day they could sign up for a 4-hour time slot.
Okay, anyway, let's just take this other late. Whoops. Okay. Huh. Reporters. Somebody suspect dies in police custody. Let me see. Half of Wisconsin's women's survey say they considered quitting jobs. Okay, well, they still investigate that. We give the Most High praises and glory. Now, beloved, this is from the New York New York Post. This is from the Christmas tree, the thing that happened over there. Now, I get this article. I want to know what happened if they get the men. Okay, certain things they won't say in the news, but let's look to the article. Okay, Fox News replaces Christmas tree Christmas tree that went up in flame. Okay, so boy, collapse, man. There we go. The original 50-foot tree had been ceremonially late days after doing a broadcast. A man charged with 7 counts, including arson. Okay, 7 counts. You know what to do. Fox News on Thursday replaced a 50-foot tall artificial Christmas tree that was set on fire a day earlier outside the headquarters in New York. It was Craig Tamasha climbing the structure. Okay, this dude's name is Craig Tamanaha. Is that what that is? Mr. Tamanaha, 49, was arrested, later charged with 7, okay, well, let's see what this dude is. Craig Tamanaha, I'm not quite sure what that means. The sister should put that in the. Where's Craig Tamanaha? Okay, weird. Okay, this dude, I cannot pinpoint. It look kind of Mexican. With some, but anyway, that guy did a great job for the Most High. What does the name Craig mean anyway? Let's see, Craig. Define the name Craig. Didn't take the define.
According to Wikipedia, Craig is a Scottish, Irish, and Welsh masculine given name. All variations derive from the same Celtic branch.
Okay, Celtic, the Celts, they're talking to us. Peter, similar. Craig is another word for Peter. Okay, rock, it means rock. Okay, Abedel, and the Abedel go climb the tree, and then the barrier set it on fire. All praises to the Most High. Okay, Craig mean it mean rock. Okay, it's a Gaelic, it's an Irish name. Well, you know what they say when they say Irish name. That's what that is. All praises to the Most High. Let us keep on moving. Okay. Oh, got this. Now, I have this this praise report here from the sister that they confirmed all praises to the Most High. I want to first thank the nation for praying for me. My job accepted my religious exemption from form after hearing the beloved sister Maria Baptiste's vision. I now know that the Most High wants me at this hospital. I don't know what will happen, but whatever happens, be it good or bad, all praises to the Most High. Yeah, that's what you need to say, man. Whatever the Most High is going to do, you say all praises to the Most High. Now, I'm going to receive a lot of crap for this. And I already told you right now, I'm not interested in your stuff. Now, Big Levi, I just want to confirm that what you say all the time, that the fallen angels have no power and have taken the Most High creation and perverted it. We've been saying this all the time. And our people, they love the so-called fallen angels. They just love them. They give them glory. If you go out there, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can do this experience. I'm gonna see if I can go out there in the hood and ask the children of the Most High, if they know anything about the elites, or if they know, can they name 4 billionaires? Ask any people out there, can you name 4 billionaires or 4 elites that you know? And ask them, can you name 4 archangels of the Most High? Can you name 4 angels of the Most High? They probably won't know it. They probably said Michael or Gabriel. They probably don't know it. But they know about the billionaires. They know Bill Gates. They know Jeff Bezos. They know Warren Buffett. They know Elon Musk. And then they know Jay-Z. They know Beyonce. They know every single person in the music industry, because that's where they deflected the so-called fallen angel, which is not true. Your true fallen angel spirit are in your churches. That's where they at. They are not in Hollywood and stuff. Hollywood is a stunt. It's something they put. It's a front. They put in front of you, so you can say, "Oh, Nick Cannon, he's a fallen angel." And when the true fallen angel spirit is upon T.D. Jakes, Joel Osteen, and Perry Stone. Those people give too much credit to those guys. Now, let me read this for you. Read this for you. Big Levi, I just want to confirm that what you say all the time, that the fallen angels have no power and have taken the Most High creation and perverted it. Of course, they do. They taken the sword the Most High created, they perverted it. They show men how to use the sword to murder, not to kill. It didn't say thou shalt not kill. It said thou shalt not murder. There's a big difference between kill and murder. A couple of months ago, I put down the book of remembrance of Enoch. I was almost done with it. But for some reason, I just stopped reading it. Because you read it according to the Most High's will. That's how you read books. You don't read the whole book in one time and try to get everything at once. You're reading. When the Most High says you stop, you put it down. You're supposed to stop there. And then he will have you doing something else. If anyone... You raise a book, any kind of book. We keep telling our brothers and sisters, stop raising book in front of the Most High. If you take one book, you say, this is it, nothing else, I'm not going to any other book. That's what this book say. Amen. The enemy, they know this. Those books are written by powerful sorcerer, powerful witchcraft, powerful warlocks. It written by the enemy. You think because this dude says some truth in there, and then you think this thing is all true? There's bones, there is meat. And frankly, I'm not interested in crap people are sending me. There is no book out there that are pure facts. They will put things in there according to their Christian belief. And the Christian believe that the so-called fallen angels are more powerful than the Most High. Well, I picked it up last week and started where I stopped, and lo and behold, Yahushua was talking to Enoch and told him that the Decadochoi, aka the fallen angels, can neither originate nor create anything. Bidal 1440, page 465. All praises to the Most High. And a lot of people are saying, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you? I read a lot of books, man. Practically, they're all saying pretty much the same thing. They told you, though, what you're calling fallen angel, Satan, they do not have the power to create anything. They can pervert, alter, make it look like the original. They cannot. The Most High is, the name of the Most High is original. That's it. Anything after that is copy. It's amazing how the Holy Spirit and the ley lines confirm things. I wasn't even looking for that, but all praises to the Most High, Yah, always and forever. Brother, you have helped me get out of that Christian's mindset, and I thank the Most High for the brothers and sisters in the truth. May the Most High continue to raise his little ones up. Much blessing and shalom unto us. Nizbaya. All praises to the Most High. You can't make this up. Again, for those of you that have the book of remembrance of Enoch, it's in there. It's Bidal, okay, or Bidal 1440, page 465. He said to Enoch that the Kadoshoi can neither originate nor create anything. Stop giving those people so much credit. Big Levi, they created this, they invented that, they created this. No, they perverted this, they perverted that. They perverted our feast days. Okay, they give them all sort of meaning. They perverted our technology. They perverted our people. They perverted our laws. They perverted our books. They perverted everything. They did not create anything. All praises to the Most High. Yay. All right, then. Now, let me see. I think I got a video, but I will read this. For those of you who are familiar with this, okay. Billionaire Publix heiress Carol Jenkins Barnett dead at 65. All praises to the Most High. This is a billionaire. Okay. Oh, this article is 3 minutes. Let's see if we can hear it.
Billionaire Publix heiress Carol Jenkins Barnett dead at 65. By Jemima McAvoy. Carol Jenkins Barnett, a daughter of Publix Supermarkets founder George Jenkins and an heir to his Florida-based fortune, died Tuesday night at age 65, the company announced on Wednesday. Barnett passed away late last evening in her home surrounded by her loving family, according to the statement from Publix. She was diagnosed with younger-onset Alzheimer's disease in 2016, the year she shed her decades-long duties as a Publix board member and president of the supermarket chain's charitable arm. One of the Publix founder's 7 children, Barnett owned a minority stake in the business, which has been around since 1930. George Jenkins was himself one of many children of a general store owner in Georgia. He started Publix with $1,300 he had saved to buy a new car after moving to Florida and leaving rival Piggly Wiggly.
All praises.
Today, the supermarket chain employs about 225,000 people in nearly 1,300 stores across the U.S., according to its website. It posted sales of $44.9 billion in 2020. As the largest employee-owned company in the U.S., an estimated 80% of Publix is owned by its workers. The rest of the ownership is in the hands of the Jenkins family, which had an estimated net worth of $8.8 billion as of December 2020, according to Forbes. Employee ownership and a focus on treating customers well led Forbes to call Publix the Walmart Slayer in a 2013 article. Barnett, for her part, was worth $2.1 billion at the time of her death, Forbes estimates.
Damn.
She spent her career at Publix, where she began working as a cashier at 16 years old and later joined the company's board of directors and what would become the Publix Supermarkets Charities.
16.
In 1989, when her father suffered a stroke, she was appointed to chair the company's charities board. Jenkins died in 1996. Barnett is being remembered for her charitable giving, including generous donations to Florida Southern College, where she and her husband both attended, and the Lakeland Regional Health Medical Center. Publix CEO Todd Jones praised Barnett as a great humanitarian and community advocate in a statement commemorating her. In addition to her service at Publix, Carol Jenkins Barnett made significant contributions to many nonprofit organizations and for the betterment of all children with investments in early childhood education programs, said Jones.
Smoke screens.
She will be sorely missed by her family, our associates and the community. Update, December 9th. Tax filings made public Wednesday and first reported by the Washington Post reveal Barnett's sister, Julie Fancelli, another heir to the Publix fortune, contributed $650,000 to help finance the rally that preceded the January 6th insurrection, making her the largest publicly known donor to the rally. She has previously decried the tragic and horrific events that unfolded, and Publix has highlighted that Fancelli is not involved in the business.
Okay, well then when is the last time to go visit that baby? When is the visitation time?
The last is 8 o'clock.
Okay, well we have plenty of time. Let me finish this. I'm very busy. I'm busy, baby. I'm doing this. I'll go see that baby. The baby is fine. It's gonna be all right. All right. Where I was. Ah, damn it! This woman tripped me. Anyway, one addition, one more, baby. I did stuff. And anyway. So Carol Jenkins here. She's a billionaire, okay? And there's video out there, but this article is pretty good. Now, if I see them have this thing, I'll let them read it because you get more information in them. Now, 16, at 16 she become the cashier, okay, because the blessing was passing from generation to generation. She's a billionaire, and you won't hear anything like, you won't see Hebrews online making video calling this woman a fallen angels or Illuminati or some type of elite and stuff, because they don't know her and things like that. For those of you who know Publix, it's a chain market, okay? Publix is the wife's second favorite store. Walmart is her first, and they go there, they do crap, and then after that, Publix is where she get her bakery and fruits and vegetable and stuff like that, and then sandwich and all that crap thing over there. But when it comes to other things, she get them at Walmart. So this woman, she's a billionaire, and she's no more, Bridget, okay? She's no more. She was worth 2-point-something billion. She's no more. She's no more. It's not like she's going somewhere, she's going on a vacation, or she hiding in her bunker. She's no more. Okay, generation of enjoying this food, enjoying the blessing. Of course, this food, now she's no more. Now, you mean to tell me, now this woman, a billionaire, hey, man, all billionaires, they know each other. It's not that much, brothers. They pretty much know each other. Just like in the chart room, they are familiar with each other. Just like in the chart room and in our community, we know each other. We are familiar with each other. Some of us meet each other. It's a close community, although we are not billionaires and physically, but in spirit we are super rich. We are, they know each other. You mean to tell me this woman has all this money and she's a billionaire, a so-called elite? She did not have a technology that would save her. She could not transfer her soul to a little baby girl and reborn again, because that's what our people will do. Say, I know people say, well, Big Levi, the reason that didn't happen because she's not one of the top elite. She doesn't have the blood of the Nephilim flow through her. And we keep telling our people there's no such thing as a blood of Nephilim flowing through whatever this woman is. The Most High wiped them out. The spirit can't go neither in hell nor in heaven. They are wandering around possessing people. That's why they are possessing the church. They are possessing the church. You see, a so-called fallen angel spirit do not really go somewhere and in Hollywood and possess people. They go in the church because they want you to praise them as the Most High God. That's why they get their kick. Hollywood really don't want you to praise them as their God. They want you to praise them as a celebrity status, buy their stuff and things like that. Hollywood never tells you to pray to the actors and come to their churches. No, Hollywood is under the church. The church control Hollywood. The church has most of the fallen angel spirit in there. Don't get me wrong, some of them are in Hollywood, but your main is in the church. So this woman, this billionaire, she didn't have any technology that could save herself, because you people make those so-called elites immortal. You raise them above the Most High. You give them so much credit. You won't see anybody making video about this saying, oh, well, this woman and another billionaire fall and stuff like that. Nope. They will go ahead after one family that got shot in the hood. Some brother got shot. Some scumbag we don't even know got shot, was doing some things out there, got shot. And then some people shot their own families or murder suicide. Say, oh, look at what black people are doing. We need to talk to the community. No, those are freaking two-thirds, man. And they have to go. They have to go. Now, these billionaire women, okay, with the front having charity for children, all those are front. You won't believe what those people are doing to children. They're all front. She's no more. Her money could not save her. 65 years old, she's no more. And we give the Most High praises and glory, okay? Let's keep on moving.
Oh, and it looks like you kind of clustered out those earthquakes.
I got the earthquakes. So yeah, we just wanted to figure that out here. So these are all earthquakes of above 3.0 6.0 magnitude here, way off the coastline, about 250 miles out there. The Cascadia subduction zone's about here. This is the Blanco fracture zone out here.
Okay, they don't know what they're saying. Let me tell you what's going on here. Earthquake swarm. More than 40 earthquakes reported off Oregon coast in 24 hours. 40 earthquakes, 40 days fast, 40 years in the wilderness, 40 days and night in Noah's Ark. You can't make this up. And this is plague number 5 right there. Is that what that is? Destruction by earthquake. Okay. Plague number 5 and also plague number 9. Thunder voices and destroying earthquake. Okay. Does earthquake and then those people are like, that's nothing. It's like, it's happening all the time. It's nothing to be alarmed. And I'm not going to listen to this dude trying to deflect thing and say 40 earthquakes. What's going on over there? All praises to the Most High. Oops. Oh boy. That's stuff. All right, let's keep on moving.
An apparent love triangle erupted into a disturbance call a Mesquite officer responded to when he was murdered. I'm Clarice Tinsley. The mugshot of the capital murder suspect still has not been released because he is still in the hospital with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Just released police records detail the confrontation between the suspect's wife and his mistress Friday outside of a Mesquite grocery store where Mesquite officer Richard Houston was shot. Fox Source Peyton Yeager is live with that. Peyton.
At Clarice, and according to those court documents, police interviews with the suspected shooter's daughter and mistress detail what happened before Officer Richard Houston showed up to the Albertsons on a disturbance call, and police say the gunman's wife has been accusing him of cheating for months.
Oh boy.
New details from police reveal a violent argument over cheating allegations between a suspected shooter's wife and his mistress led up to the murder of Mesquite police officer Richard Houston.
Now, beloved, for those of you that been following the Most High works for the past 2 years, or so to speak, you are seeing that indeed the sword is in the land, and indeed the sword is upon those guys, those blue guys, and those guys have been abusing and killing our people. Now the angels are here. There are spirit upon those people that making them do things that they don't want to do, and that making them do things that literally that are fatal, that they are making them going at each other's throat. I don't care what those people were doing. I'm so confused. Some mistress meet a wife, and then the husband accusing somebody of cheating for 4 months, and then they, I don't know. You people been doing this. It's something that you do for pleasure, and this time it did not turn out well. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is just the so-called police officers or first responders in this country. The number one killer of this group is, not being friend with Jabba is one thing, but the plague is the number one killer, and the second one is popcorn. So you got this dude going over there doing his job as a good patriot employee, as a good patriotic man. He went over there to do his job and he lost his life. Because this is plague number 9, and we told our people, stay out of the way. This is this guy's job. He died doing his job. Good job, Officer Richard. And he died doing his job. This is his job. If you, I can guarantee you, if this thing happened, we got people that live over there. If this thing happened in front of you, you see a wife or husband or a group of people arguing about cheating. Oh, you cheating on me? I'm gonna kick your ass and something like that. Move away, stay out of it. Because this could have happened to you. Some of you have good heart. You're trying to stop this guy from beating this woman. They do that all the time. Oh my God, this man is beating this woman, poor woman and stuff. And then later on, they make up in the bed. Later on, and there, some people are like that. They get into abusive relationship. And then once you yourself step in and try to help, they're like, I didn't need your help. I love him. I love her. I didn't need you. We don't need you. You didn't even know what was going on. When you see two people arguing, especially a man and a woman, you keep your distance. If you are able to move as far away you can. Do not get involved. A fight going on and somewhere the police is called, you brothers, it's not, you cannot be a superhero. Stay out of it. This is this guy's job, and he went to do his job and he perished. Wherever this guy is at right now, may he washed. All praises to the Most High.
Court documents released Tuesday say 37-year-old Jaime Jaramillo shot and killed Officer Houston and then shot himself.
Okay, 37-year-old Jaime Jaramillo. We already know who strike this blow. Step number 10.
Moments after Jaramillo's wife, Juventina Vasquez Bences, and his daughter showed up to confront him and his girlfriend. Police say
so now it's clearer now. So this is Jaramillo and whatever. Is that what that is? That's the wife. So the wife came in with the daughter to confront the husband at work with the girlfriend. And during the argument,
up to confront him and his girlfriend. Police say Jaramillo and his girlfriend were sitting inside his truck in the grocery store parking lot when Vasquez Bences pulled up. Jaramillo's girlfriend told investigators she hopped out of Jaramillo's truck and into her own vehicle, but was unable to leave because Vasquez Bences blocked her in. According to police, Jaramillo's mistress called 911 several times as Vasquez Bences and her daughter were recording her, yelling at her, and keying her car. Officer Houston was dispatched to the disturbance call. Mesquite police say when Officer Houston arrived, Vasquez Bences' daughter said she and her mother had just caught her father, Jaime Jaramillo, cheating with another female. When Officer Houston approached Jaramillo, Jaramillo pulled out a gun and gunfire was exchanged.
Oh boy.
Officer Houston, a husband and father of 3, was hit once and killed.
He had no beef with the officer, man. He had no beef. He was literally out of the hook. What would have happened here is the wife would have get arrested and then that's it. He would have just walked away. He would have claimed anything, say, I wasn't doing anything, and then my wife see me with this woman and she got pretty pissed off. We will resolve this. Thank you for coming, officer. Honey, go home and stuff like that. If anything happened, the officer would have taken her to jail. But the guy show up, a spirit jumped to Jaime, and he did this.
Jaramillo then turned the gun on himself and was wounded.
We have no idea why he was killed.
While Jaramillo...
Well, of course, you have no idea because, you know, the confusion is upon you.
Was incapacitated due to a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Vasquez Bences picked up her husband's gun and charged toward the female he was with, who was sitting in her vehicle, and threatened to shoot and kill her.
Listen. Me personally, I don't get involved with things like this. And I'm going to say this again. You know why? Because there's a holy visitation upon this earth. There's a holy and righteous judgment. Do not get involved. Stay out of it. A husband and wife. 2 women are fighting in a parking lot. 2 dudes. There's a cowboy riding another cowboy. There's a horses in the dirt wood. And there's another dude on top of a mechanical bull. This is the business. Do not get involved. You will end up paying like this guy. He paid well because he's a police officer, okay? All praises to the Most High, man.
During police interviews, Jaramillo's girlfriend says Vasquez Bences banged the gun on her driver's side window multiple times, yelling, "Get out, I'm going to kill you. It's all your fault and your son is going to pay." Multiple Mesquite officers arrived and took all 3 women into custody. Jaramillo's girlfriend, who has not been charged, told police Vasquez Bences had been accusing her of having an affair with her husband for months.
Okay, so, and it could never happen. It could never happen. And some women are like that. They are very jealous and they see this, and some men are like that. And, you know, it could be they are discussing something that is completely different. They could be in there discussing some business, you know, and it could be that. But again, no proof. There's an accusation made. Now, one person is dead, and all praises to the Most High. Anyway, enough of this crap. Let us keep on moving because I gotta go see that little baby that her niece have at that hospital. So I gotta go ahead and see this. Unfortunately, I can't make the video 4 hours, but it's gonna be 2 hours. All praises. Let's go.
Did you feel it? The shaking this morning? A 3.6 magnitude earthquake rocked Lytle Creek early this morning. It hit around 2:30 a.m. just south of the area. According to the USGS, more than 700 people felt the shaking from Palmdale to Long Beach. And
all praises to the Most High. Magnitude 3.6 earthquake. You know what to do. Rattles San Gabriel Mountains north of Rancho Cucamonga. San Gabriel. To the people, the angels are in the midst. They think we are joking, man. You know. Magnitude 3.6. What's going on here, man? What's going on in San Gabriel over there? Is Gabriel about to drop some stuff? Justice, judgment, all praises to the Most High. Let's keep on moving.
this may bring a little fear into yours. A Laguna Beach paddleboarder ran into what he thinks may be the biggest sunfish around. It's a fish known with the cute name Mola Mola.
I wasn't scared because I knew what it was. In fact, I remember the first time I ever saw one, I had no idea what it was. It looks like a mutilated alien shark that got bit in half.
That is rude, sir. He's every mother loves their baby's face, and I love that one too. Rich German estimates this guy's about 9 feet to 10 feet long.
Those people think this is a good sign. This is a sunfish. Well, the fish is Raphael. It's healing unto us, but disease unto you. It's a sunfish. The sun is Uriel, fire, Uriel, destruction upon you. And this is not all. The fish is 9 feet long. Okay, destruction. Now, let me get you another video that came in. Scientists captured giant sunfish. That was like a month ago, 2 months ago. So much thing going on, man. See, truck crash kills 52 migrants in southern Mexico. Okay. Let's see. There you go. It was It happened. Giant sunfish. Scientists captured. It was like at the coast of something. Is that what? Yeah, a month ago. Okay, this is what happened a month ago. Scientists find enormous sunfish caught in a fish net. Okay.
They're gonna need a bigger boat.
Okay, this is a giant. That was a month ago. Okay, we break that down. We went into all of it. Okay. And then now you are seeing those animals. This is a white one. This is an albino, so to speak. Okay, this one is like a giant brown, black one. And then another one. The message is clear. We receive it. We understand it. But those people think this is a joke. Okay, this is a joke of seeing something like that, something rare like this.
He's on a 14-foot paddleboard. He and his friend ran into the massive creature just a few hundred yards from shore. German says he's seen about a dozen in his many years on the water, but this was the biggest and the closest one has come before.
They just kind of lay there. It's a bizarre animal. They're just completely docile, and they just lay there. We hung out with it for probably a good half hour, and then finally it just dropped and sank down lower in the water.
I love it. It reminds me of the blobfish, which has a face only a mother can love as well. Biologists think the biggest sunfish ever recorded was 8 foot 11 inches long. So maybe this one is a world record holder. But look at that mouth.
Yeah, this thing is really big.
I love the paddleboard, and I do it in Redondo Beach.
Albino.
If I saw something like this, I would be laid flat on that paddleboard, passed out.
Oh.
Ate up, as the kids would say.
They say they're.
Okay, so look at this.
Marine biologists in the Mediterranean pulled up this enormous sunfish that got caught in a tuna fishing net. It measured more than 10 feet long and more than 9 feet wide. They tried to weigh it, but it was too heavy for their equipment and almost broke their 1,000-kilo scale. These researchers were excited with their find. They say it's unusual for this time of year.
I'm just leaving it right there because people think those things are like random and stuff like that. Okay, all praises. Let us keep on moving.
In other news, the Peoria County Sheriff's Department is saying goodbye to one of its own. Sheriff Brian Asbell says 25-year-old corrections officer Cameron Passy died yesterday.
How?
The sheriff says Passy died due to complications from COVID-19. He says the jail was...
Now, like we said before, the number one killer of the so-called first responders and firefighters, the police and correctional officers, and the guy that are abusing all people in the jail, so they are dying of this thing. Okay, all praises to the Most High, man. Now you need somebody to replace this guy. This is a young man right there. You know, I'm older than this fellow, but he is no more because of complication of this thing.
Was placed on outbreak status last week after multiple detainees and employees tested positive for the virus.
So yeah, you should have the best thing to do right now is a prison is you're already in quarantine. There's not much space you can go. Prison are not that violent as you think it is. The prisoners are violent because of the people that in there that lock them up in there. A low security prison like that, they are not that violent. A jail, they are not like that. What you need to do, it's a lot of those our people are in there for like petty crimes and stuff. You release them. That's all you have to do, man, and you will. Because if you don't, things like that gonna keep happening. And the prisoners are fine, man, you know. But this guy, there's no more.
Asbell says Passy's worked with the department since 2018, and over the years, Asbell mentored him. They're asking the public to keep his family in prayer.
All praises to the Most High. All praises, all praises.
City crews scoop up remnants of a Christmas tree that was set on fire hours after it was installed in Washington Park. The 30-foot tree was set up at 55th Street and King Drive Saturday afternoon for a tree lighting ceremony in the community. Donna Hampton-Smith, president of the Washington Park Chamber of Commerce, says the South Side should have its own source of holiday cheer.
On Saturday, we had a wonderful turnout.
So again, that's a cousin there. That's a mother there. That's a sister there. Somebody in the nation probably know this woman. Okay, those are the people that are in our family, and we told them, listen, the reason why this thing happened in that park, the Heavenly Father's pissed off. You're angering him, you're provoking him to anger, and then he keep telling you to stop doing this. At one point, it's not going to be Christmas lighting. You're going to find dead bodies at those places, okay? And those are the people. And then people will say, well, Big Levi is black. We need to, that's not how that works.
Children, family, just excited about a tree lighting ceremony.
But early Sunday morning, around 5 a.m., the tree was targeted by a vandal. Surveillance video shows a person walking by the tree. Minutes later, the tree's lights are disconnected and smoke engulfs the intersection. Then one side of the tree goes up in flames, burning for several minutes. That incident captured by a camera at the gas station across the street.
We directed one of the cameras into the intersection in order to get the best image that we can for the camera.
Mustafa Hamad
says he was approached by Donna Hampton-Smith, who asked him to help keep an eye on the tree. This is the third year for a Christmas tree in Washington Park, and each year it has been vandalized. Last year, it was also set on fire, and in 2019, it was run over.
What do you benefit?
2019, 2020 was run over, this year set on fire. That should tell you something right here.
You know, what are you going to get out of it? What's your gain?
Your gain is a form. Your gain is the glory of the Most High. You give the Most High glory. Okay, your gain is salvation unto the Most High. The Most High will watch this guy say, he did a good stuff for me. All right, then. Instead of 300 lashes, give him 299.
Someone that's not really well, I think, that needs some help, probably. And as I stated before, I'm just praying for that person.
Plans are already in the works for
There you go. I'm just praying for that person. Those are the Christian brothers. You know, when you see them dead in the street, their family are committing murder, suicide, those are the people. Okay? Those are the people. And then a lot of people will get emotional because of this. Nah, man. Those are the people. Okay? When you see their family committed murder, suicide, and then 4 of them, the whole family is gone. And then they're like, Jesus, I don't know what happened. I want to pray for this person. That's them. All right, let's forgot about this. Oops. All right, what is this? HMS. Oh, the Queen Elizabeth returns home without a $100 million jet after incident. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I forgot what happened, but she returned home without 100 million euro jet incident. She was supposed to get 100 million euro. She got swagger jack from that. All praises to the Most High. All right, Gentiles enjoying the blessing on top of their house and their hot tub. You know, you'll be in a real hot tub. You know, a real one, spiritually speaking. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, no. That's a boat. HMS Queen Elizabeth returned home without $100 million jet after incident. Oh yeah, I believe the jet that thing costs 100 million euro. Is that what that is? Oh, good grief! How much 100 million? Oh man, a jet costs. What kind of jet it was? How much is 100 million euro in dollar? Say US dollar.
100 million euros equals $113,130,500.
So you got this guys losing this 100 million, 110 above $1 million jet, and then they are being praised. They are happy. People are
in the maritime environment. Incidents happen. You look aviation around.
All right.
A good report says the pilot I think you look aviation around the world. It's an incredibly safe mode of transport, but accidents happen and incidents happen.
Okay, let me tell you what this guy's trying to say here. Steve, he said that when you look around the world, the safest way to travel is by airplanes. But again, we told you the ley line is switched. You can't do that again. But hey, shopping.
Aircraft. It is a dangerous and it has risk, and particularly when you're doing it in the maritime environment from a flight deck. So it's really disappointing that we lost one of the jets. The pilot's safe. That's the main thing. We've recovered the aircraft. That's another important thing.
This thing costs 100 million euro. You lost it. It crashed. What the hell is that? How you guys gonna? Wait a minute. You simpleton can't even get your jet fly straight. How you gonna fight the chariots? How you gonna fight the Mosai with a bunch of jet guy can't even fly? A bunch of slow boat. You know how fast those things are. You know how fast a chariot is, sir. You know what that is? Get out of here, man.
And we continue. It's a speed bump in the journey. It's not the first time that an aircraft is ditched at sea, and I have absolutely no doubt in the next 40 years it probably won't be the last time.
Next 40 years.
About learning from it and going on. I say it's a high risk. It's a complex business, and this is sometimes one of the unfortunate things that happens.
All praises, man. They lost. I thought that was actually Queen Elizabeth, but it was like the thing. Their jet fall, man. They fall in the sea, and then they lost 100. They came home without the 100 million euro, which is $113 million jet. Whatever, man. All praises, man. The ley line, no joke.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, this man, 57-year-old William Broyles, is now in custody, charged with shooting and killing his own family.
Very sad for our neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, we went into that. Okay, William, aka Michael, all praises, the defender. That happened in 2019, April 11, 2019. Pope kisses feet of Sudan or South Sudan leaders, urging them to keep peace. Okay. There is a reason. Again, the so-called South Sudan, a lot of them are Fulanis. They are not our people. They are some 83. Okay, they are doing the same thing. Okay, you know, the Negroes like, don't do it, Pope. He said, I have to. It's symbolic. I have to kiss your feet. Please keep the peace. Keep the peace. Okay, all those guys, they are not our people. Okay, those Prisu Mahan, those are the guys that are destroying our people over there. Okay, all right. This is symbolic unto us, but those are not our people. Those are Fulani's guys. They are not. Okay, like doing this, and help me kiss their feet. Help me kiss. Okay, this is very symbolic. Okay, it's not unto them. He really cannot do this to you. Will do that. Well, you're probably going to be no more by that time. Okay, that happened like 2 years ago in 2019. You know, Pope kisses feet of South Sudan leaders, urging them to keep peace. Okay, let's see how you're doing now. That's the Pope, all right?
Pope Francis arrived at Athens International Airport to end his apostolic visit to Greece and return to Rome. The Pope greeted civil and religious leaders before making his way towards the plane. Lastly, Pope Francis exchanged some warm words with Greece's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Nikos Dendias. The wind conditions on the tarmac were very strong.
That's not what that is.
Trouble while climbing the stairs, but it didn't stop him.
That's not what the wind were very strong.
And gave the Pope some trouble while climbing the stairs.
Okay, Biden slip and fall. The Pope slip and fall. Okay, this man is gravely ill.
And gave the Pope some trouble while climbing the stairs, but it didn't stop him from turning around to give his final blessing to Greece. Pope Francis then left Greece to bring his 35th apostolic journey to a close only days before his 85th birthday.
All praises to the Most High, man. You're not doing too well now, man. This Pope is not doing too well. Okay, they are keeping it under wrap, brothers, okay? Let me see if I can find any article, if they mention anything. Is the Pope sick? Is the Pope dying? The articles is very it's very hard to find. Okay, they really don't want people to know like what's really going on out there. But he's not doing too well. All praises.
This morning, an NYPD body camera catches fire just moments after the officer removed it. Police say it happened yesterday after the officer noticed smoke coming from the device. All officers wearing the same model camera were then asked to remove them. The NYPD is now looking into a potential battery issue involving the Axon 8.
All praises to the Most High, man. Let us keep on moving.
Antonio Roxia, homicide detectives with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department are still here on the scene, documenting the crime scene inside the Dream Burner smoke shop that you see there, and inside the body of a client who was shot dead there last night. Now, homicide detectives say they don't know what the shooter's motive was just yet. It could have been robbery, they say, or for some reason, one or more of the victims may have been targeted. What they do know is that around 11:20 last night, the suspect walked into the Dream Burner smoke shop here on Bellflower Boulevard and began shooting. Just like that, killing one man believed to be a client instantly and shooting two women in the legs. One is a store employee, another also a client. Both were rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Now, there were other people inside the store at the time, but they were unhurt. Then, as quickly as he arrived, the suspect took off into the night. No car was seen, and police believe if there was a car, it was parked a distance away. Now, bringing it back here live, the mini mall behind me, even though it was 11:20, was busy. The donut shop next door was open. So there are several witnesses that police are interviewing. And of course, if you have any information on this shooting or that suspect, please.
All praises to the Most High. The sword is heavy. Some dude went to a smoke shop and then, got dealt with. This is plague number 9. Execution by the sword, brethren. It's all over.
Feral hogs have some residents in Siena pretty fired up tonight. The invasive animals are tearing up yards and causing a lot of damage. Now, one homeowner is demanding action from the HOA to help protect her property. Our Brandon Walker is live in Siena tonight. Brandon, how is the community handling this issue?
Yeah, well, Christine, this isn't the first time this happened to Teresa Hanna. In fact, it's the second time in 3 years, she says, those feral hogs have destroyed her front yard. It seems they like the many tributaries that wind their way through this Fort Bend County area. So with that, she wants to know, her neighbors want to know if there's anything stronger the HOA can do to solve this problem.
The feral hogs have attacked my yard.
From her cell phone,
oh my goodness,
Teresa Hanna surveyed the battlefield. Her front yard toiled by hoof and snout, blown up.
They have torn up my whole front yard.
By an infantry on a mission to grub.
Only me. I came out and all I saw was devastation.
If this pig is doing this one to you only, this is a message. Whatever you're doing out there, sister, get out of it. I'm pretty sure it's that Christianity bull. Get out of it. HOA is just garbage. It's just like, get out of it, sister. Leave the church. You know, that's a straight message. You're not listening. Get out of the church. Get out of the Christianity. Worship the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob only. That's it. Okay. Plague number 7, wild beasts will be their grave, okay?
The chief of police in Los Angeles says it's been decades since they've had a crime wave like this, and the latest incident is chilling. Robbers entered a home while a Christmas party was taking place outside when
Bless this robber. May the Most High bless him. All praises to the Most High.
two guests came in to retrieve their purses. They were accosted by two men with guns. Jim Murray reports.
These women say they experienced a terrifying ordeal at their office Christmas party. Sandy and Shea were robbed at gunpoint during the party, which was held at this beautiful estate in Pacific Palisades, California. 40 coworkers were gathered outside at this beautiful upscale home.
40 coworkers. All praises.
When two of the guests went back inside to collect their belongings to leave, that's when they got the shock of their lives. Two armed robbers held them at gunpoint.
Please don't hurt us.
Okay, those women could have ordered drugs. You know, those office parties don't go like that. They probably go ahead and buy some drugs from those guys and say, man, we are having a party, man, stuff like that. What? You guys are having a party? Like a college party? No, we are executive. Millionaire. Where you guys having that party at? Right down the street in the beautiful. You'll see us. Okay, no problem. You guys want to come? Hey, man, come and party with you guys. And then they show up here with guns and swag at jack you folks.
Yeah, please just don't hurt us.
The women feared for their lives as guests outside had no idea that the crime was unfolding inside the house.
You're just trying to wrap your head around the fact that you're sitting there with guns, you know, people with guns.
I think that was the most eerie part, is that you're locked in a room with two armed men and you can hear people so close laughing and having a good time.
Look, surveillance video shows the masked men prowling outside, about to make their brazen invasion. It's just the latest in a crime wave plaguing affluent Los Angeles.
All praises to the Most High. Plaguing affluent Los Angeles. Okay, those people, the affluent, see what affluent mean. You know, for some of our people, they have to understand what's going on here. They don't want to use the word, but anyway, define affluent.
Here's the definition of affluent, especially of a group or area, having a great deal of money, wealthy.
Affluent.
Affluent.
A great deal of money and wealthy. Those rich folks, the elites, are getting robbed. The elites are getting robbed. Your Hollywood folks over there, they are getting robbed. Oh boy, let me see. I think I got a phone call here. I'm trying to. Shalom, beloved.
Shalom. Levi. This is Israel Talks Last. How are you?
So far, so good. Just making a video right quick. All right, that was the beloved sister Israel Talk Last, and we talk about the domestic violence that's going on out there, and she She wanted to help, but she listened to the Most High that says stay out of it, man, because we just talked about that in the beginning. How long we are into this thing? How could I know? Okay. In the beginning of the video, stay out of it, brothers. Don't get involved with things, and, you know, you might end up like that police officer, man, with your head blown off or something happened, you die. Stay out of it. All praises. Let's keep moving.
The wife of legendary music executive Clarence Avant was shot dead in a home invasion at their $16 million Beverly Hills mansion.
$16 million. Some of the, well, for a lack of a better term, we call them our people, but hey, some of the people that look like us are living well, man. $16 million and this happened, you know. This happened, and then those people are being plaguing out there.
Suspected shooter Ariel Maynor was arrested after cops say he shot himself in the foot.
These are trying and difficult times.
Retired LAPD Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey has this warning.
Criminals have seen that certain tactics are working, and so they're using them over and over and over.
Okay, I have Brother Abdullah Sir calling here. I'm trying to talk to him. Shalom, beloved brother.
Shalom, my bro. Quick question.
Yes, sir.
Do I need to put the...
All right, so beloved brother Abdullah Sir just called, give me some update. Everything is good. The Most High is sending messages after, you know, one after another. It happened, brothers, okay? When I'm doing the videos, when I'm doing stuff, I'll always receive call. When I can pick them up, I can pick them up because it's the Most High. That has nothing to do with my privacy or anything like that. That's what it is.
Over again. And so it's important for everyone to be vigilant.
The chief of the Beverly Hills Police Department says he believes the increase in crime is due in part to criminals being let out on parole before they've served their time.
Get out of here. All praises to the Most High. This is plague number 9. Well, plague number 5, destruction by the sword. You know, they weren't killed, but they were destroyed. What's going on out there? Oh, a truck backing up.
Tonight, we're hearing from the mother of 2 teens who were shot and killed during a robbery attempt this weekend. 7 people were shot, including the suspect who died. News 4's Danielle Jackson joins us live. And Danielle, another mother cries. Such emotion tonight for that grieving mom.
A very emotional interview, Marius, and I can tell you, Shakia Cheryl says
Danielle, all praises.
No mother should have to be able to bury their own children. She says she is still coming to grips with losing 2 sons. It's a pain she certainly wouldn't wish on anyone.
All praises.
They just took my babies and they injured all the rest of us but one.
Shakia Cheryl says the pain and suffering she's experiencing right now is unbearable after losing not 1 but 2 sons on the same day.
That when you see one, you see the other, and they both died together. They both died together.
Okay, this is real. All right, this is not an actor. Okay, this is not a stage or a crisis actor. This is real. The sword is in the midst, brothers. Okay, 2 brothers. I don't know what they were somewhere. Okay, they are in an apartment, and it's a robbery happened, and 7 people got shot. 3 people died. They happen to be the 2 brothers, okay? All praises.
Friday night, police say 2 armed men got inside of their apartment.
Okay, 28, you know who did this.
Men got inside of their apartment on Torbert Street in an attempt to rob her family. She says she ran to get help from neighbors.
When I got back in the house, the first thing I seen was my 15-year-old laying on his bedroom floor. So I went straight to him, and, I started applying pressure, and I yelled out, is everybody okay? And like I was saying, my 16-year-old was saying, I'm shot, Shakira is shot, T. Willie shot.
Her sons, 18-year-old Zaquez Sherrill and 15-year-old Tavaria Sherrill, died. Shakia was also shot and injured, along with her 20 and 16-year-old daughters and her 13-year-old son, who was shot multiple times but survived.
Okay, now those people don't look like wealthy people. I mean, they live in the hood. It's a targeted thing. Okay, they were targeted by people because they had something in there they wanted, and then when they get in there, stuff happen. But we give the Most High praises and glory, man. And a lot of our people don't listen. And, we told them things is out there, man. Hey, man, that's what that is, man. All praises to the Most High.
The road rage shooting suspect is sitting in the Sacramento County Jail tonight. 33-year-old David Perry was booked on murder charges early this morning, less than 24 hours after the alleged killing of 60-year-old Lufino Reyes Mejorado. Tonight, his best friend of 45 years reeling from the loss.
45 years.
The road rage shooting investigation tied up traffic on I-5 for hours. DeJuan Perry got home early Monday, relieved to have missed the delays, but something felt off to her.
And I said, but I sure hope that isn't anyone that I know.
She followed the news closely, breaking down this evening when the name of the man killed was released.
It's like half my heart's been taken away.
That man was 60-year-old Lufino Reyes Mejorado, lovingly known as Lou. They were childhood best friends since they were 11, growing up in the Glen Elder neighborhood of South Sacramento. Mejorado was...
All praises to the Most High, man. Somebody that you know, man. You know, somebody that you know, and then the sword coming upon it, you know, hey, it's just word rage, man, you know. A lot of people, the ley line is active and people
is a retired
crazy
correctional officer at California State Prison Solano, according to state officials. But beyond that, Perry says he was a man of faith, a loving father, a veteran,
a man of faith. So, yeah, we told you those Christians out there catching hell, man. They are. They are catching hell.
Baseball player, even earned his PhD and was certified as a mental health first aid responder.
He was always positive, and I know he had down days, because I would talk to him and he had down days, but he was resilient.
Perry says she's numb, trying to make sense that he was killed in a road rage altercation. The man accused shares her last name.
My name is DeJuan Perry. His name is David Perry.
All phrases. The name, the name is David Perry. Well, Perry Stone. This is a warning on. Well, not a warning. This is a straight up threat unto you, Perry. Okay, David. You know the house of David. Who's the angels at the top of the house of David? This is not a coincidence, brothers. Okay, this is. Listen to this. Listen.
My name is DeJuan Perry. His name is David Perry.
Okay. This is not a coincidence, man. That's a message straight to the sister and to Perry Stone. Sister, whatever you do, stay out of the church. I know you say he's a man of faith and stuff. Stay out of it.
A Perry that loved Lufino to a bone and a Perry that took him out.
All praises.
I don't understand that.
Well, we just told you. It's the Most High. Get out of this church thing, man. Get out of that thing. Stay away from those people. They are going into a plague. Amen. Be not partake of their sin. Okay. Oh, all right, we're good here. I gotta move fast and I gotta go see this baby in the hospital, man. I don't know, man. Oh boy.
Prosecutors are asking the court to keep the man accused of causing a Greyhound bus crash behind bars. Leroy Moss made his first appearance in court today. Moss was a passenger on that bus headed to Oklahoma early yesterday. Witnesses say he got into a fight with his brother, started talking about how someone was following him, then jumped over a barrier where the bus driver was sitting and grabbed the steering wheel. The bus was going about 60 miles an hour on I-40 and hit a concrete barrier, seriously injuring that driver and hospitalizing 2 others. That pretrial detention request has to head to district.
Oh, hey, old man Leroy, he ain't played this, man. He literally can. You can see the person following him, man. Hey, jumping there and then try to get the... Hey, man, ley line is making those people going crazy. All praises, man.
Police say a halfway house resident stabbed his roommate because he snored. Joseph Padilla was arrested today on an aggravated battery charge. A criminal complaint states he stabbed the man several times in the back while he was in the shower. The victim told police he and Padilla argued over chores, and Padilla got upset because the victim snored at night.
That's not what that is. It's because of the chores. You almost killed this man. All praises to the Most High. Crazy things, man. Crazy.
A DOT worker was killed on the job yesterday. 2 others narrowly escaped when a semi-truck driver hit them from behind. The 50-year-old worker was a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. The grieving family she leaves behind wants this to serve as a lesson and a reminder to drivers. News 13's Gabe Chavez talked to their family today. He's live along Highway 285 outside of Roswell.
Mitty Runyon's family said she talked about the dangers of the job.
The dude name is Gabe Chavez. Tell me who's in the mist. Damn it. Chavez. Mr. Chavez, Who's in the midst, brothers and sisters? Who's in the midst of all of this? People think we are kidding. Just gonna get the wife. Babe, you ready to go? No. All right, give me another 30 minutes, okay? You gotta wait? Okay, all right. Whenever you're ready, let me know, okay? All right. Damn it. Gabriel Chavez, okay, is in the midst. All praises.
And yesterday, she lost her life because of it.
I got the phone call a little before 11 that she'd been in an accident.
Maddie Henson got the call yesterday.
Again, Madison, Gabriel, Madison, Avalon, Paradise, the Kingdom, Heaven, Atlantis, Step 1, Gabriel. You can't make this up.
No family member wants to get. Her mother, Mitty, was hurt, and she rushed to the scene.
Okay, is it Mitty or Maddie? What the hell you people are saying here? Okay, they don't release the name. I gotta get. Anyway, that's just going on. Let's listen to it again.
I got the phone call a little before 11 that she'd been in an accident.
Maddie Henson got the call yesterday.
Yeah,
no family member wants to get. Her mother, Mitty, was hurt, and she rushed to the scene.
As soon as I got there, I couldn't see her. I couldn't see.
Marty Henson. I think it's from Matthew, another derivative female word of Matthew. Is that what that is? Oh, wait. Okay. Meaty? No. What the hell is going on here? On the phone, Matty. Okay, the phone, the daughter is on the phone. Her name is Matty. The mother name is Meaty. Okay, Matty and Meaty. Very confusing right there. Meaty, I'm not quite sure what Meaty mean, but Meaty is no more, okay? All praises to the Most High.
I mean, it was just chaotic. I mean, trucks smashed and
crazy, huh?
Parts everywhere.
State police say 2 DOT crews were working in the right lane of Highway 285 near the Lake Arthur turnoff, installing reflectors with their flashers on when a semi-truck rear-ended the truck Runyon was driving. The impact pushed her truck into a second DOT truck in front of her. 2 DOT employees were outside the truck and were able to jump into the bed as the crash happened. They were rushed to area hospitals, but their injuries were not as severe as Runyon's, who died shortly after being airlifted to a Lubbock hospital. Maddie says her mother was a kind and hardworking soul who always strove to better her community.
Just go get her real strong. She was...
She was wearing a cowboy hat and a horse, okay.
You know, involved in a lot of things. The horse council, the calls and claws, the rescue.
There's a council for horses out there.
She says her mother always talked about how many drivers were careless while they were out working and don't pay attention. There is a law requiring drivers to move over a lane when DOT workers or first responders are on scene, but few follow it. Runyon's family has a message for everyone, so no one else feels this heartbreak.
Watch out and pay attention to any.
That's not what that is, man. It's the ley line. That's what it's the ley line.
Anybody that's out on the highway, even if it's anybody just broke down, police officers, you know, state workers, anybody.
All right. All praises to the Most High. Let us keep on moving. The ley line is very active.
Saying with deep regret, it has now been ascertained that General Bipin Rawat, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, and 11 other persons on board the chopper have died in the unfortunate accident.
Let me tell you what's going on here. Indian Air Force. All right, then. With deep regrets, I think it would be within deep regrets. But anyway, with deep regret, it has now been ascertained that General Bipin Rawat and Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, husband and wife, and 11 other persons on board have died in the unfortunate accident. Now, we told those people the ley line is very active, and you are seeing a lot of military. Those are heavyweight. Some 82 is being taken down. So you Elamites, there's nothing you can do about this. You are being taken down. Okay, let me read this. Okay, breaking news: Indian CDS General Bipin Rawat dies in an AIF helicopter crash in Kunu, whatever that place is. Let me see, what is an AIF helicopter? It could be one of those transportation. No, those are the military. Excuse me, military that has gun in it and stuff like that. Okay, those are pretty expensive and they are pretty fast. Well, not fast, but they are military airplane. It crashed and they didn't make it. All praises to the Most High. Let us keep on watching.
Accident. That is confirmation now coming in from the Indian Air Force of this absolutely unfortunate piece of news. The Indian Air Force putting out this statement declaring that General Bipin Rawat, the Chief of Defence Staff, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, and 11 other persons on board that chopper that crashed early this morning have died in that unfortunate accident. Let's go straight across now to our correspondent.
Boy, no, hell no. Okay, all praises to the Most High, man. These guys know more. All right, what's going on here?
White supremacists are reveling in it. Exactly what many feared.
And here it is, okay?
On white pride sites, the story is moving swiftly, this one in Canada, drawing snide responses, including a cartoon of a Jewish man desecrating a Jewish grave.
A variation of this theme that the Jewish community is lying about its persecution.
None of it surprising to anti-fascist activist Helmut Harry Lowen.
If this is what this turns out to be, the only agenda that's furthered is that of neo-Nazis and anti-Semites.
Oksana Berendt, her husband Alexander, and son Maxim are charged with public mischief after reporting she was assaulted in an attack that left her cafe trashed and vandalized with anti-Semitic graffiti.
Okay, no comment there.
They say it wasn't them.
Can you imagine how I feel when my place is destroyed like that? What did I do to you? I built this place, okay?
Police say otherwise.
The incident here in Winnipeg this past weekend was staged.
Daniel Smith, the incident was staged.
Staged.
The evidence, police say, will come out in court. Inside the cafe, you can still see signs of their investigation. Backlash against the family has been swift. A Jewish gay and lesbian advocacy group moved out of the building they shared.
All praises to the Most High. Hey, man, the cowboys saddle their asses, they saddle their horses. Like, yeah, I'm out of here, man. Hey, oh, hell no. You know?
We'll see signs of their investigation. Backlash against the family has been swift. A Jewish gay and lesbian advocacy group moved out of the building they shared.
We were shocked. We were beside ourselves. We were completely floored.
The concern is held widely.
There's a tremendous concern that this will actually cause more anti-Semitism.
Court records show the family is facing lawsuits over debts. They deny staging this for financial gain.
They do that. That's what you Hish people do. Those guys weren't too smart and then they got caught. That's what Hish does. That's what Amalek does. He stage thing and then he get money. You know, he sue people and then and stuff like that. And when they are losing money and they are not too good with money, those guys are washed with money. They don't know. Hesh is not good with money at all. And people always give them credit. Oh, they're so good with money and stuff. Nope, they are not.
I don't want people to judge us, okay, wrongly, because we didn't do it. We had no reason to do it, okay?
Well, now, none of these allegations have been proven in court. What's also unclear right now is whether the family will try to reopen amid all this disappointment and anger.
So, family charged with staging hate crime pleads innocent. So, you people do this, you know, you stage your stuff and then you charge people. All praises to the Most High.
A second skier now has died this season at
Oh,
Eldora. Authorities believe the 60-year-old man, skier, ran into a tree this morning. Rescuers believe he was skiing alone and was wearing a helmet. And just last week, a ski instructor, Ronald Lemaster, was killed.
We were just talking about this. We told those people it's going to keep happening. The ley lines are everywhere. You cannot enjoy the blessing. I'm pretty sure one of those guys that watch, they say, F this guy, I'm going to go ahead and ski. And then you run into a tree. Zaza.
After colliding with a snowboarder. That snowboarder stayed on the scene. No charges have been filed.
Okay, so he's one of those big skier, the guy. This guy's not a lightweight.
Lemaster.
Okay, he's not a lightweight. He's like one of those icons. But, you know, he died. Another one died again. He ran into a snowmobile. That guy ran straight into Cabodiel. All praises.
It's been nearly
Moving. That's why the destruction is coming upon you.
Investigation is happening right now in Leon County. It happened just before 8 o'clock this morning on Tram Road in Capitol Circle Southeast in Tallahassee. ABC 27's Cara Bailey joins us live from there right now. Cara, what all do we know about this crash so far?
Well, Brian, what I can tell you is that that plane crashed down on private property just inside of Crowder Construction's Tram Road pit, which you can see here. This is the entrance to that area, and Leon County Sheriff's Office was actually blocking this area just hours ago. And just before the start of the show, we saw one come right down this road, which means they are still actively working on that scene. If you follow me over this way, though, you'll be able to see behind me a tree line, and about 100 yards past that tree line is where authorities tell us that plane actually touched down.
Ooh.
Now, the pilot of that 70 Cessna plane was the only passenger on board, and he was able to walk away with only minor injuries. He has since been taken to Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare for treatment. And all things considered, while not ideal, it was the safest landing it could possibly be under the circumstances. It caused very little damage and posed no threat to neighboring communities or schools.
All praises to the Most High. The ley line is active. You people are not listening.
All right, now our next story is a little bit disturbing. It's come from Switzerland, where a suicide machine, believe it or not, has passed legal review. Now, this suicide machine is called sarcopod. It's short for sarcophagus, which basically means a coffin. This pod enables people to, quote-unquote, kill themselves in a few minutes. Now, the very thought of this is a little chilling, to say the least, but in Switzerland, this device has become a trending topic. Assisted suicide has been legal in Switzerland since 1942. And this device is only aimed at making the process easier. But the question, of course, is, does it send the right message? Our next report gets you the details.
Switzerland has done the unthinkable. It has introduced a machine for painless suicide. A coffin-like device made with a 3D printer. It can be transported to idyllic locations for people wanting to end their life. This news may sound disturbing, even evil. But for the people of Switzerland, it isn't. Assisted suicide with unselfish motives has been legal in the country since 1942. A total of 1,300 people ended their lives through such services in 2020 alone. So the introduction of a suicide machine isn't much of a surprise. Its creator says it only aims to make the process more peaceful, allows an individual to die more quickly with minimal pain. The device is being called the sarcopod. That's short for sarcophagus, a stone coffin used in ancient Egypt. It was developed by Dr. Philip Nitschke.
What is it?
It's a small and a spoon.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And then it goes stretch.
Oh, now it's a spoon.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's the straw. Yeah. Ooh, that's beautiful. Stretch, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah. Oh, boy. What's going on here? What seems to going on here? What seems to happening here? let me tell you, this thing is so bad upon those people, man. You know, it's just like it's so bad, it's so high, and they are seeing that the manner, the methods that the people are using are gruesome, so to speak, gory. They invented things like that to help the people take themselves out. And because, well, you know, they have no, the future is gloomy. They have no ambition, no desire of moving to the future because they see no future. We give the Most High praises and glory, man. Let us keep on moving.
Now to Greeley, where these two people are under arrest for operating a suspected chop shop. Michael Leach and Kerry Boggs, accused of stealing cars, eluding police, and other crimes. Investigators recovered 7 stolen cars, a stolen trailer, stolen auto parts from a suspected chop shop on North 6th Avenue. Greeley police suspect those items were stolen from people in the Greeley and the Denver areas.
All praises to the Most High, man. Michael and the Miss Chop Shop.
Well, the state brings in its star witness in the Keith Smith case. He is accused of killing his wife and blaming it on a panhandler. WJZ is live. Avajoy Burnett explains who took the stand, and she has more on emotional testimony from the courtroom today. Avajoy.
Denise, that star witness was the daughter of the defendant, and when defense attorneys kept on pressuring her about
Mitchell Courthouse, Keith, Battleground. And who's in the battleground? Mitchell. We already know what Mitchell is. Keith mean battleground. All praises to the Most High.
why she's turning on her dad, why it took her so long to come forward with details. She said she did not want to go to prison for murder she didn't commit.
Oh boy.
Valeria Smith walked into court and took the stand as jurors intently watched and waited to hear what she had to say. Valeria Smith said on the night of the murder she was supposed to be celebrating a belated birthday with her dad and stepmom. But after they left the venue that night, there was a detour. They ended up in Druid Hill Park, and that's where she said her dad, Keith Smith, stabbed his wife, who may have been asleep. Valeria Smith said her dad then dumped the murder weapon, a knife, in the woods, and when he came back to the car, he told her to lie and say it was a panhandler who stabbed and killed his wife. Valeria Smith testified that a day or two after the murder, her father went to his wife's job to get papers for the life insurance. Jacqueline Smith was an engineer at Aberdeen Proving Ground. Now, one of the detectives in the case was so convinced that Keith Smith killed his wife, the detective got involved in the process and told the insurance company to hold off on the payout.
People will do anything for money, man.
Keith Smith's
Well, you probably remember this, I don't.
attorney said Valeria had a bigger role in the murder than she's leading on, and during cross-examination, she grilled Valeria on why it took her months to come forward and tell the truth. Valeria Smith pleaded guilty to a lesser charge, and the defense attorney implied that she turned on her dad because she didn't want to spend the rest of her life in prison.
Well, he didn't get the money, so you know the dad playing it with her. Say, I met this woman. Okay, she's an engineer. She got a good job. She's rich. She got a life insurance, and I'm gonna marry her and stuff like that. And then we're going to take her out. And then you're gonna say a panhandler did it. And then he went straight for the insurance money to get it. He could not get it, and the daughter said, "Hey, oh hell no, I'm not gonna spend my life in there with you."
Now, something else that came out in court today, Valeria Smith testified that her dad forced her to get rid of 2 wallets belonging to her stepmom, the victim. And Valeria Smith said she dropped off one of those wallets at a bus station and watched as some young people picked up that wallet. It came out in court that credit cards from the wallet were eventually used, and those young people became suspects in the case, but all fingers turned back to Keith Smith, who's now on trial for murder in his wife's death. Live tonight, Avajoy Burnett.
Crazy thing. Man.
An Indiana pastor lost his job after appearing on TV with drag queens. Reverend Craig Duke was the minister at
another Craig, Rock, Ebedel.
Newburgh United Methodist Church in Newburgh, Indiana for 3 decades. And he said he wanted to demonstrate solidarity with the LGBTQ community
because that's what it is. That's what those guys do. They dress like that, and this is disgusting. This is disgusting, man. Every time I'm watching this, it reminds me of Dennis Rodman. And that guy is disgusting. So there's no shame in this, man. He's a pastor. He's supposed to go out there and do this. He's supposed to do this. You think your pastors they are heavily into things like that, brothers. Your Muslim imam, those guys are heavily in things like that. It's because of the spirit that's in them, the fallen angel spirit that is in them. That's what that is.
By appearing in drag on the HBO series We're Here. After appearing on the show, the pastor says he started getting attacked over email by people in his congregation.
Okay, because it's supposed to do this. It's supposed to do that, okay? You got like two cowboys over there. You know, they have churches, and then those guys will teach you about the Heavenly Father. They'll teach you how to get to heaven. And then they are the prime connection with the Heavenly Father and you. And hey, I don't see the issue here because that's what this church is. They're supposed to do that.
This went on for months until Duke made it clear to his supervisor what was happening. Duke claims he was bullied out of the church. In November, his supervisor sent an email to the congregation announcing Duke was being relieved of his pastoral duties.
Oh, boy. Yeah, and then you'll see all people will go and forgive this guy. Say, well, that's how God made him. We don't care. As long as he's talking about Jesus, we're good. Get out of here. Let me say, as we're talking about Jesus, let me show you something about your Jesus, okay? Watch this. Yeah, that's Jesus. Zaza! Zaza! That's what happened, okay? All praises to the Most High. Got this dude over there. Zaza! Yes! Zaza! Si tú no vienes, si tú no vienes, si tú no vienes, si tú no vienes, si tú no paca, si tú no vienes. Let me just enlarge this so other people to see, okay, to see what the Most High is doing, man. This is what happened to your Jesus or Saint Jude or whatever. Si tú no vienes, ven paca, si tú no vienes. 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 It's already too late. By the time you notice the car in front of him, it's too late. It's too late. G7, Volkswagen G7 perfection. It's already too late. This dude noticed this too late, man. Too late, man. You notice this way too late, man. You know? You know, you shouldn't be. It's too late. You notice it right there. the head. Look at the head, man. It just noticed it now, and it's already too late. That's how it is for some people out there. They're riding on their spiritual bike with white Jesus in their back. And then you keep telling, this is a spiritual message right here. Listen, those people are over there say, yo, what are you doing with that? You know, they saw them. It's like, hey, yo, what are you doing with that white Jesus in your back? And then they tell him, hey, man, put that white Jesus down, man. And then he turned his face and he keep giving them crap. He's watching them. Say, man, you need to pay attention, man. Put this thing down. He's watching them. Put this thing down. They can't pay attention. And by the time you notice, it's too late. That's it. And then the head flew. All praises to the Most High, man. All right, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. It's been 15 minutes. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think I can do another video. Let me see if I can do another one. If it is, if you're watching this, if you're watching that, do not click away. If I'm doing, if 2 videos released, this will automatically flip to the other one. You do not have to do anything, okay? Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. All praises to the Most High. Again, if you don't click away, there will be another video that will play.